Hey there guys, it's Kazari again, and I thought before getting into episode 2 of my Leicester City FM13 series, I'd show you the draw for the Capital One Cup third round. We got drawn against Crystal Palace, a very winnable fixture. I want to push on with this competition, hopefully getting into Europe as well as getting promoted to get those extra funds we need to strengthen the squad. So here we get into the game against Watford at Vicarage Road, the first match in the npower Championship for my Leicester City team. Gonna stick with the same formation, 4-2-2-2, with the same back four, but I'm gonna bring in some new faces to midfield, bringing in Carroll, on loan from Spurs, Dyer and Knockaert in the attacking midfield positions. Gonna play Enriquez as more of an advanced forward this time, instead of Nugan, just to experiment, see how it goes. Obviously Enriquez would be better in a deep line position, but he played well with Knockaert when he was advanced forward. So yeah, just a bit of experimenting. Gonna stick to standard football. Gonna retain possession as touchline instructions. Retain possession, hit early crosses, and exploit the flanks, because the flanks are how you win at Football Manager 13. Trust me, if you aren't playing wingers, you are gonna struggle. So we kick off at Watford in what is sure to be a tense game. I think in real life, Watford are also contesting the second spot in the npower Championship with Leicester and I think Hull. So these are two teams, obviously, that could get promoted in real life and obviously on the game as well. We had an early chance there, and so did Watford, actually. I think it was Benaim with the header, saved by Almunia, and Schmeichel made a good save to deny Abid, I think, or Abdi. Konchesky getting booked in the 6th minute, that's not a good sign. I really don't want any of my players to get sent off in these first few fixtures. Need all the squad depth we can handle, or at least until signing Tom Haitley comes back from injury. And who else is injured? Zach Whitbread and Sean St Ledger, two key players that, to the Leicester City squad. Watford seem to be dominating possession a little bit here, but we're passing the ball around nicely. I say that and they make a good interception, but they've signed Leroy Lita, it looks like, from Swansea. I remember seeing him transfer listed or loan listed. Forestieri should have done better with that shot. He's a good player on this game, I think. Gaijo from Spain, also at Watford. Very good player. He finishes top scorer quite often in the Championship, as I've experienced from past saves on this game. Sorry if my mouse is bothering you, by the way. That's just in the middle of the screen. I don't know what I was doing there. So it's pretty even. Watford coming out with possession mainly, and Knockaert comes through, but he misses. He should have scored that. That could have been a crucial goal. Break the deadlock. But still, we're passing it around nicely. That's a nice touch to Arizmendi. Dyer coming forward. Oh, it's a good shot, but it's just unconvincing. Almunia easily saves it. Possession's going back and forth in what is a pretty boring match so far. A 0-0 draw wouldn't be too bad. I mean, a clean sheet's a clean sheet. So as you can see, I just set it to attacking. Go out all guns blazing right away at the start of the second half. Try and catch Watford by surprise. And we just remain that way for most of the game. I would have switched to standard if we scored soon after half-time. But there was no need, so just keep it with attacking. Lita should have scored there, really. Players are quite unclinical on Football Manager, I find. And Dyer coming through. Enriquez hits the bar! So close, so unlucky. And Arizmendi then commits a foul and gets away with a warning. That's disappointing. We could have broken the deadlock again. We've had so many good chances with Benaim, Knockaert, and now Angelo Enriquez. Richie Delat, I think, got injured a little bit. So here's me failing at trying to sub him off for Liam Moore. So that's the sub we make. Liam Moore on for Richie Delatte, the Belgian international. And I'm also going to bring on Ben Marshall for Lloyd Dyer. Ben Marshall's a very solid player. I could recommend him to anyone in the Championship or any lower leagues. Don't think he'd cost too much. Very good winger. He gets in some good crosses. It's quite a boring match. The highlights aren't coming very quickly. But Watford have been the better team, if you ask me. We probably had the better chances, but they are dominating possession with either their Italian or Spanish influence in their team. I know that Gianfranco Zola, the ex-Chelsea player, is their manager, and Watford's owners also own Udinese. So it's either Italian or Spanish. I mean, I know Gaijo's Spanish. So yeah. Nugan almost getting a chance there. Arizmendi, and then Ben Marshall can't get the shot on target. Here I'm just going to make some subs quickly. Bringing on Paul Gallagher for Angelo Enriquez. Now obviously Gallagher's not an out-and-out striker, but I thought he was a good option. Ideally I should have moved Knockout into a striking position and then moved Gallagher back. But Gallagher hits the bar from long range. I think that's the second time we've hit the bar. It's attacking play is working, I guess. Marshall making an impact as well. Konchesky trying to curl it with the outside of his boot. Quite ambitious that was. And I think Watford did bring on Vidra in the end. The Czech striker. But here we go. Watford are on the attack in the 85th minute with Eustace to Newton. Abdi. Eustace finds Fancharone. Eustace. Abdi. Fostieri. Eustace through to Puddy. And Vidra scores for Watford. It is in the back of the net on his debut. 3 Leicester defenders taking out Vidra, but not managing to keep the ball out of the net. That is not good enough. Such a late goal is going to damage the team's morale so much. I doubt that had anything to do with me putting the tactics on overload, because we had 3 players on Vidra. Konchesky with a chance to counter. Knockout's touch isn't good enough though. Schmeichel goes up for the attack. This is a rare one. Hopefully he scores, I guess. That'll be good. But Gallagher misses out. So does Morgan. Vidra. Forestieri open goal and he missed. How does he miss from there? That's not good enough from Watford. If I was their manager, I'd be ballistic right now. And that's the end of the game. Finishes 1-0 to Watford. Not a great start, but a hard result to change. I mean, we should have come away with a win, but a loss was on the cards. So would have been a draw, so would have been a win. Pretty even match. Now we got another match against Peterborough, who lie second in the table. On form Peterborough. I've been Kazari, and please tune in for my next episode, episode 3, where we take on an on-form Peterborough team in the npower Championship. Follow me at Kazari. Remember to like and subscribe the video. Cheers!